This is a serious video. This is brush off 2. Alright? You heard me say it. Now I'm going to show you what the differences are between the Sigma brush and the Coastal Scents brush for stippling. Not stipple swirl, just stipple. And you are getting a chance to make up your own mind about what is going on. Now, my nose ring. It's blue. Again, still healing very well. My friend looks at me last night and says, "Oh, you look so much better with those things off your face." Thanks. Was I really that bad before? I'm kidding. That was fine. All right. Both washed last night. No bad smells. Okay. Still a little bit, but not bad. Had them for a while. I have to say, Sigma brush is not de-smelling as fast as I hope it would, but it's still soft and nice, and this one is too. The right side, I'm in a mirror view. The right side is this side for me. This is my left. So the side is going to be Coastal Scents, and the side is going to be Sigma. For our foundation today, I am going to be using a liquid foundation, which really a stippling brush is best for. And this is Revlon's Color Stay Makeup 220 Natural Beige, which actually is just a tad light for me, but you know, getting foundation colors to match myself is hard. Getting foundation colors to match other people I have an easier time with. Now what I've done to keep it clean is, you know, these little palettes are like 97 cents at Michael's, and I think everybody should, no matter who's using your makeup, should have one of these, because you're not dipping your brush in here, so you're not getting germs in here, so you're not getting as many bacteria in here, so you're extending the life of your makeup. I love that. Alright, let's do the Coastal Scent side first. Now I do have my handy dandy mirror, which I wish stood up on its own. It does. It's got a little handle and sits up its own, but only on a table sitting on my bed. Coastal Scents brush. No, it's got the pointy handle. Dun, dun, dun. I wish I could find that music, but I don't know if it's free of copyright at this point or not. Okay, you're just going to pounce it in there, and then in the middle. I want to watch what I'm doing. I'm going to pounce my brush into this well, okay? And then I'm going to pounce the makeup in the middle. And the reason you don't want to put the makeup in the middle first is you will put, guaranteed 1000%, you will put too much on your brush. By doing this, you're going to get the right amount on your brush. You just want the ends, just the ends, to have color on them, because you're only going to do this. And look, I have a vein right down the middle of my forehead. Isn't that handy? Now usually afterwards I'll shear this out a little bit, but I'm not going to. We're just gonna stipple. And the thing about stippling, folks, is it takes patience. This is not going to go on as fast as it does with a sponge, or as fast with your fingers, because you're not going to wipe, okay? Yeah, see, this isn't quite the right color for me. It is sometimes. It depends how much I've been outside. Now I am going to just gently brush a little bit, just to shear it out, because I'm not going to shear it out with a sponge. I'm just shearing it out a little bit. But this is just the lightest pounce, and yes, I do have a breakout right there. Next brush, this is my Sigma SS187, and again I'm going to start on the forehead. This picked up less makeup foundation, and by the way, don't pour as much foundation as I did, because that is like way too much. You don't want to waste it. Keep it clean so you can keep it longer, but then if you're wasting it, I'll pick up a little bit more, because I had more on the other brush. I want to get the right same amounts. Are you ready? That's too close. And the coverage over here is pretty good. My skin is, you know, from the glycolic peel, my skin is very rough here. I didn't put a moisturizer on first. So whatever I have is going to just show up. the dry skins, the chunks of dry skin. Over here, I didn't need to, did you see, I didn't need to do any of this. On this side, it's a slightly, there's a definite, you can't see it because of light, there is a line in my forehead. I can see it in the 5x mirror without a problem. You probably can't. This side is definitely, you know, I pounced the same. This side provided better coverage, but this side left more makeup on it. Does that make any sense at all? I mean, this side, you know, is definitely, there's been more makeup left on my face. I had to shear it out. I really had to shear it out. Whereas with the Sigma brush, I didn't have to shear it out at all. And, you know, but it's still really good coverage. I'm very pleased with the coverage here. I'm pleased with this coverage too, but this is much, you saw this was a lot more work, took a lot longer. This side, not as much work, less time. There. This just doesn't have as many bristles. So it's going to take a little longer. And you have to really watch what you put in a brush. Really watch what you put in a brush. Makes all the difference in the world. And watch what you put in your pan, because I have a lot left. And again, just stippled, not stippled and swirled. And I think the difference between stippled and swirled is the quality of your brush. I think that that's a pretty safe assumption, I would think. So, I mean, I can't, you know, I can go out in public, nobody's going to notice. I mean, unless they're an idiot, they're not going to notice that line. And I can, no, if I do that, I can't break it. Very interesting. The brush off. I gotta say, this one wins enough to pay the extra bucks for, in my opinion. Though, I'm not going to tell you what to think, because you can make up your own mind. Because all of my subscribers are smart. Go play with your makeup.